Once a year, it's recommended that paraglider pilots inspect and repack the reserves. There are a few reasons for this. First, it's possible that dirt, sand, moisture, and critters have made their way inside and are causing damage. So it's good to open it up, clean it out, and inspect it. Second, the fabric compresses on itself over time, making for slow inflations, and we don't want that. Finally, the rubber bands keeping your lines in order dry out and rot, so they need to be replaced as well. I've had my Scout Paramotor and Beamer 3 steerable reserve for about a year now, so it's time to send the reserve off for inspection and repacking. But before I do, this is a great opportunity to actually throw my reserve so I can see what it's like. So I built a rig where I can hang my Scout from the eave of my house. The ropes are rated at a working load of about 450 pounds each, so that should be plenty of safety margin. I've heard that the best method is a single motion pull and throw method, but I'm a little wary of all the Velcro on the Scout's underseat reserve pouch. So I'm going to do whatever feels natural and to ensure that I pull it and get a good throw. That being said, this is not meant to be a video of reserve throwing techniques, so I don't want to dwell on it here. There are a lot of great videos about this online, so I encourage you to go look them up and watch them for yourself. I'll put some links down below to some of my favorites. I've got a camera pointed from underneath, so I don't want to swing it all around, but I do want to imagine a scenario in my head to induce a little panic and get some realism. So let's get on with it. Looking back at the footage, from my decision to pull the reserve until it was out of my hand was about 2.4 seconds. I do practice grabbing my reserve handle in the air sometimes, but I still didn't make my first grab. It didn't seem too costly though, about a third of a second. I went for the double move yank then throw. Looks like this added maybe about a half a second, but then I get a nice strong throw. Maybe it's worth it. All in all, this went pretty well. I'm definitely glad I set up the rig to throw it rather than just sending it off as is. The first thing I learned, it was a lot easier than I thought it would be, so I feel pretty good about that. But after sharing some of my video with my friends and debating the finer points of reserve tossing, I'd really like to do this again to get more comfortable with it and to kind of do it right. So I think I'm going to sew up a big beanbag with a nylon rope attached to it so that I can throw it over and over again. Until then, happy flying, everyone. All right, that went pretty well.
Okay.